We finished lesson 8, Lahal, past tense. So today, we're going to reinforce what we have learned in lesson 8, in that we're going to do reading exercises. Okay? Using the past tense, all liturgical phrases, in other words, phrases from the liturgy. So if Abuna were to pray in Coptic today, you would have heard these phrases. They're all going to be familiar, and they're certainly familiar once you translate them and you hear them in English. Part of what we have to do, though, is to remember another part of speech that is it in a way? It's recording. I know. I feel like you can't see me. I don't know why we present. How about this? I'll do this.
We cannot see the board.
Yeah. How about this? But part of the idea of being able to have reading exercises, read phrases, is to understand and to memorize a part of speech that we don't have many of them memorized yet, and that is prepositions. We've learned a few. We're going to learn a lot more as part of lesson 9 and as part of what we're going to read today. Some of the ones we've learned before, just as a point of reinforcement. Are these. Ebul khen means from. Hijan means upon. Kata means according. Ethve, because of or concerning. Hitan, through. Chen, in. Echon, into. All of these simply have to be memorized. If you haven't done so already, please do so. And I mentioned to you before that it's especially important to memorize them when they are used in combination with any number of verbs, including the verbs that I gave you in this handout, which you have. Does anybody not have this handout, a list of verbs? I have, I think, a few more copies. And I have lesson 8. Do you have lesson 8 coming in?
Yeah.
Or no? You
Yeah.
do? Okay. I have copies of lesson 8, and I have a list of verbs. Okay, so for instance, so this is the first thing, is that there's prepositions, we have to learn what they are, and then prepositions used with different verbs can mean different things. I'll give you an example. Sotem means to listen to something. Okay? The verb sotem basically means to listen. Okay? But if you're listening to something, use this preposition, So for instance, erof means listen to him. Listen, eros, listen to her, or listen to it. Okay? However, if you use a different preposition, sotem, ensa, I told you this last time. Do you remember what sotem ensa means? Ensa literally means on the side of something or somebody. So if you listen, or you're listening to, say, behind somebody, in a way, figuratively, you're obeying somebody. So that's what sotem ensa means, to obey. So forth and so on. Alright? Halai means to fly. So, fly upon something, upon the clouds, for instance. Vok means to go. Shah is to go somewhere. So, go to, in directionally speaking. So this is another preposition, shah. Means to a place. Ensa means behind or on the side of. Alright? With that in mind, basically you have here a handout. Not lesson 9, the other one. And it's all liturgical phrases. We're going to start translating them one by one. Okay? As an exercise. However, not all the words.
So you can keep it for a minute. Shah is it too?
2. It's used in verbs of direction, verbs of motion. You're going up somewhere, or you go to a place. Use shah.
And that's different than the verb shay, which is to go
Yeah, sha is just a direction preposition. Shay literally means to go somewhere. It means to go or to move. Sha is just a preposition.
What is shape?
Shay. Shay and sha are two different things. Are we good? Okay, let's. Okay, phrase number 1. I want to remind you one more time. Oftentimes a verb has what's called a direct object. Meaning, if I kick the ball is a direct object of the action that I undertook. In Coptic, the way you mark a direct object is this right here. Or in. If you did something to somebody, that something or somebody is marked with this right here. It's a way in Coptic to help you understand what was done to something or to someone with that verb, whatever that verb is. This is the first example. So do you remember what awo means? Ant means ant. And this is now an example of the past tense. You see the alpha, you see the letter here, then you see the verb. I gave you that verb as a hint to fill. So you filled, exactly. It's past tense and it's you. If it helps you, look at lesson 8 for the table. So you can see. Was it lesson 7? No, it was lesson 8. I thought. Yeah, lesson 8, right. Do you see that table? You look at the second line on the left.
Yeah.
Right here. The whole up. You, masculine. Okay? You have filled. What have you filled? Pikahi. What does kahi mean?
Earth.
Okay, means earth or land. What does P mean?
The.
The.
For a masculine.
Yeah, masculine. The earth. Ebul khin. From. Go, Ibn, go. Tihirini. What does T mean?
The piece. The for a feminine.
The feminine. Hirini.
Piece.
Peace. Translate it for me in English.
But isn't name the same meaning like owo? Name is and too, right?
Which word right here?
Yeah.
Nem also means pretty much the same thing. They're used slightly differently.
Okay.
So what does the sentence mean?
And you fill the earth from peace.
And you fill the earth with
From
peace.
that piece.
Or from that piece or from peace. In English it will be translated just from peace. Where is that from?
Liturgy.
Huh? Salat al-Shukr. Salat al-Subh.
Oh, yeah.
Prayer of reconciliation.
Where is the marker, the M, like?
This one right here.
Yeah.
This one right here. Because you have P, which is the, Kahi,
Earth.
earth. So you want to mark that. You say, oh, he filled the earth. The earth is the direct object. No worries. We're in your way, sorry. So you put the M in front of it. So the M is direct, it's called the direct object marker. Direct object marker. You see this? And we're going to see it over and over and over again. It doesn't always have to be an M, sometimes it's an eh. We're going to see that too. But this is the thing that's the focus of the verb. You filled. What did you fill? You filled the earth. What did you fill it with? Peace.
So M or F?
Direct object marker. Direct object marker. المفعول عليه.
مفعول به.
مفعول به. sometimes it's used عليه لكن
وين مفعول
yeah.
عليه؟
مفيش حاجة
انا وحشه في الجرامر.
اسمها مفعول عليه.
مفعول به.
مفعول به. For some reason, graduate school sometimes see مفعول عليه even in reference to an indirect object. But it's not really
We
accurate.
don't want to go there. Like, ما احنا already
ما درسناش مفعول
نسينا.
عليه.
نسينا.
Yeah, I used to love it.
If you want to say
The only thing I like is
your piece, how do you say it?
Okay, that's a good question. So Nadine wants to ask, what if I wanted to say, you have filled the earth with your peace? Okay, so first of all, it's the ek is correct because it's your masculine. Okay? The question is this letter right here. Is the noun masculine or feminine? Feminine, so it'd be tek.
Tek.
Tekiri.
Okay.
If it was your love, it would be pek, mere. Or your truth, tek. Actually, truth would be tek mere. Your truth. Depends on the noun. It always depends on the noun. Is it masculine? Is it feminine? Is it plural? Okay. Next phrase. Anybody want to take a picture of this? Well, we're good. Good? ممكن أمسح؟ All right. Let's do number 2.
He make us. He make us.
He made us. Hey.
He made.
He made.
With him. I'm happy because I know something.
Okay. So I want you to learn something here. The verb to make is thamyu, right here. Thamyu, right here, is to make. Prepositions. If you wanted to say make me, make us, make you insert what's called a prepositional prenominal form at the end. So afthamyun, make us. Make him afthamyuf. Make her thamyus. And so forth and so on.
So
Make me thamyoy.
And the end too?
Yeah. Now,
They put it in the beginning because you have the F.
this is for the person making it. This is the person that's being made. المفعول به. Exactly.
طب اسمه ايه؟ What is it called?
ما هي الكلمة دي كلمة واحدة هي دي. This is the word by itself.
يعني مين عمل؟
في Coptic المفعول به can be expressed يا إما في داخل الverb نفسها أو على الكلمة لوحدها. And we'll see examples of that. In this case, the sentence has it like this. So what did he make? He made us. Allah means what? And
يعني اسمه ايه؟
نعم
اسمه ايه؟ اصل اسمه
الايه Allah
الضمير ده اسمه اون الني اللي هو احنا
اللي هو البرونام personal pronoun. Technically it's called a suffixal personal pronoun. Why? Because it's a suffix. It comes at the end. داخل في آخر الكلمة. So it's called a suffix. Okay? And we're going to see the same example again in the next verb. Okay? I told you what this verb means. It's on the paper. I give you a clue. Place us. So he placed us. But technically the verb, if you can look, the verb is actually ko. The verb to place is actually ko or ko. It's just that when you want to insert the suffix to say where the person that's being placed, it changes the way the verb looks from ko equal, and it changes into ka, and then you put the letter at the end of the person that's being placed. Okay.
Why is it changed? Because of the
suffix, the pronoun. Okay.
Not because of the tense of the verb.
No. Now the tense, the verb doesn't change the way it looks from the tense. The verb by itself. I'll say it again. الفيرب اللي هي وضع حاجة شيء كو. And we're going to see this verb again in a little bit. Another example. وضع لنا هذا السر العظيم. What verb تستعمل هي الverb دي. Okay? لكن if you want to say place a person, a thing, and you want to insert the indication and attach it to the verb itself changes form from ko to ka plus that noun. So for instance, he placed us, come. He placed him, kaf. He placed her, kas. He placed me, or placed you, I guess would be kare. Placed them, kaw. Okay? Are you following?
Yeah,
No خالص? I lost you? Okay.
Can we start?
I'll keep it simple for now because we're going to go over this later anyway. I'll simplify it for now.
لا ليه
Okay. Let's do this simply now, and then I'll go over what I mean in a minute.
what does it mean?
Now,
What does it mean?
ko means wada. Means wada, to place, to sit down.
It's like forgive.
There's ko, and there's ko.
مش دي اللي هي the second one?
The second one, dil wada. D is to forgive.
ايه ده؟ We usually write it within key.
Am I losing myself?
We usually write it with a key.
Am I losing myself? Saint Basil, عاوزين Gregory. ثانية. Oh, you're right. أنا اتلخبطت بين السعيد والبحير. That's why. Ko by itself can mean to place something. Ko ibul literally means to put out, to get rid of. In other words, to forgive. Because ibul by itself is out. So you're basically saying put out or throw out. When you're throwing out a sin, what are you doing? You're forgiving the sin. Thank you a minute. That's what happens. All right. Okay? For now, let's just keep it simple in that this form, this verb means place us. Okay? So you can translate the whole sentence based on what you have on paper, what you have seen.
Can you say it again? The sentence personal pronoun.
Sure.
Conjugation.
This right here?
يعني كلهم. كاي
Oh, sure.
He made us in place.
It's actually, I think, even in lesson 9, if I'm not mistaken. Did I put lesson 9? It's it's not quite all of it in lesson 9. I think maybe it's lesson 10 then. So for instance, if I wanted to say he placed us, you can go like this, kone, or you can say kan. This is by itself, this is joined with the verb.
And it could be this or this.
Either way, stylistically, it could be one or the other. And then for each of these, so for instance, you want to say, forgive us, ko non able. You want to say, forgive me, ko nai able. Forgive him.
يا كوني دي كانت ايه؟
كل وحدها to place. كوني forgive me.
مي اما ناي دي ايه؟
ناي صح. I'm sorry. كوني. Okay. Ko naf able. Forgive him. What is the only letter is changing in all of this? Just
The
about.
last one.
This one. الهو الpronoun. Ko nas able. Forgive her. Ko nas. Forgive her. Remember what I told you about direct object? This is one way to do a direct object. هو you can either go M, N, لو في noun جاية بعديها. But if there's no noun coming after it, the other way to do it is M or na. M or na. And you put that letter, whatever the letter is for that person that's being acted upon. مفعول به. Did I lose all of you today?
Yeah, I think.
I can see him being very frustrated, which is
Yeah.
upsetting.
I think there's like a lesson that we didn't take that.
It's actually coming up. I was kind of skipping ahead.
Confusing
Yeah.
me.
So let's
Yeah.
it actually the lesson is actually coming up. Once you get this lesson, it's how to conjugate prepositions with personal pronouns. You'll be able to see how even more of sentences are put together. Let's sort of, I went over because Manan asked, let's skip the rest of it for now and just go over the basic phrases that I picked out, because that will help you see how things are translated. Alright, so for this phrase, translate it for me. Translate. Alright, Maria, demonstrate for me. Yeah, translate, word by word. Afsamyun.
He made us and he placed us in paradise.
Word by word, word by word. So the rest of you can follow. The second word, awo, is and then the third word, afkan, he placed us. Chen,
In
pi paradisos,
the paradise
the paradise. The word sounds the same. Ente,
of
of, eb unof,
the joy.
the joy, or the paradise of joy, proper English. Does everybody understand or follow what was done in this sentence? The key here is what? You're translating verbs in the past tense. Afsamyun or afkan.
And he.
He. Yeah.
He is the F.
He made us.
Unof, the word is unof.
Yes, exactly.
Unof,
Yeah.
And he comes from the F, right? He
Yes,
is the F.
exactly.
So A is the past tense.
This is past tense. This is past tense.
The F is
This
he.
is the actor.
That's he. Okay.
اللي هو
He
he.
made us and he.
Yes. Let's do another one with a different actor.
Before the.
The. In Coptic you can say the. يا إما كده. يا إما كده. يا إما كده. للmasculine.
ده كان لسه كام؟
That was like lesson 2 lesson.
انا هكتب جنب كل حته.
That was lesson 1 or lesson 2. Is it? Yeah, it's gonna die soon. Unless you can get me the power supply with the boot.
Is it
He might be in
in the
here.
box?
نعم؟
The box this here.
ما فيهاش power supply. بتاعت أبونا. Okay, can I move on to the next one? This next one is a little easier, or maybe it's about the same.
Unof, you said unof
Aye, exactly. Yes, Manal, it's the same exact word. How about phrase number 3? Okay. Who is doing the acting this time?
We.
Exactly, we. What did we do? What did we do?
Fell.
We fell. Where did we fall from? Ebol khen. We fell from. What did we fall from? The what? Onch اللي هو ايه؟ انخ, which is what? Life. Ene is eternal. Okay? And this is just what this means. If this is making this thing an adjective. So life eternal. Eternal life. Yeah. In it, it's eternal. Adjectival. So eternal. So we fell from
The life of the
Eternal life.
eternal life. From the eternal life. Now?
And we were excited.
Yeah?
And we were excited. Isn't that the rest of the sentence?
Yes. This is from the liturgy. These are all phrases from the liturgy.
I'm so proud of myself.
لا حتى تامر الفاميلي كلها
كل حاجة.
Okay, let's do number 10. We're going to go back to the rest of them. We're going to do number 10 for now. There's a reason for that.
he took flesh.
فين الولد؟
He took flesh. إذا
دي
أكيد يعني gift.
Okay, so I gave you G is actually I translated for you in lesson number 4. In not lesson 4, in phrase number 4. G means to take or to receive. Okay?
He took.
أيوة he took إيه بقى؟
Our soul.
Our sin.
You're guessing.
Our sin.
There's a reason I picked this phrase because if you look back at lesson 5, anyway, in lesson 5, you would know who is owning the souls. Is it our souls, your souls, his souls? Whose are they?
Their
Exactly! Yes!
تمشي كلمة كلمة.
Yes, I will. I will.
تحريتي أنا يا إيمان.
هم عمالين يقولوا.
تحريتي.
Exactly. Okay. أولا. So, alpha meaning a past tense. El kappa means enta. Masculine, second person singular. Chi means to take. Okay? Remember what we said about direct object marker? N. Direct object marker. N. Psyche means soul. Okay? And فاضل ايه بقى? Finding out if it's one soul or many souls and whose souls is being taken. And N دي means بقى ايه? That this is plural. لو كنا قلنا this is not going to make any sense. Had we said nef ipsiki, his souls, طبعا it doesn't make any sense. The point is you need to recognize who's owning the souls here. It's their souls. If you look at lesson 5, the table from lesson 5, you would see what I mean. It'll be the second column all the way at the bottom. Last column. You see nu? There. That's why I'm asking to memorize.
ده بقى حاجة حلوة. أنتبه زيادة. كل مرة تكتب جنبها ده ليسون كام؟ ليسون 5 ليسون 6
Hard.
دي
I can do that.
لوك لوك
I can do that.
يعني
I'm
بيبقى تعب
really struggling with that.
هيقعد يحل الامتحان وخلاص.
لما تشوفوا دي
Yes.
oftentimes دي معناها it doesn't mean anything other than it's telling you this is المفعول به هو اللي جاي. That's it.
Just like an indication.
It's just an indicator. Just like in Coptic مثلا لما بتشوفوا كتير الجي مع لوحدها doesn't mean anything. All it means is الكوتيشن هتبتدي. اللي بيتقال it's gonna start now. That's it.
هي ان اللي هي ان وام
وإيه
دي غير ام وان وانتي.
Yeah, intent means of. That's all it means.
كان اسمه genitive simple possessive ده حاجه different غير ده.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So exactly the genitive اللي هو m or n or intent also means of.
كان ليسون كام؟
دي خدناها على ربع lesson ده ولا
يعني that's a different
It's a different thing
بين
altogether.
اللي هو اسمه ايه؟
Object marker. And what Manal is talking about, m and te also means of.
طب ما دي نفس الحكايه ولا لا يعني.
No, it's different.
Yeah, it's not صح.
Okay, let's do another one. This is from a season that just passed.
Which sentence?
Number 12.
شكلها كده في
Start showing showing? لا. Where?
I changed the phrase a little bit.
Yes.
بالذات for those of you who have it memorized from the Feast of Nativity, Christmas. Actually, I didn't change it. It's actually the same exact verb. It's actually the same exact phrase. I thought I changed it, but I didn't. Okay. Let's do this one. Maria, I'm going to pick on you. We'll see you. Okay. Why do you say a star?
Because ooh.
It's because of this right here. This means a. What if it was the star? Okay. In Coptic, for whatever reason, the expression is a star instead of the star, even though we know it was a specific star. Okay? And now it comes to
Past.
the past tense.
Oh, شيء اللي هو to
This is not to go, this is to
rise. Oh.
shay. So this is interesting.
ايه ده مش شيء يعني يمشي؟
Shay means to go somewhere. Moshi also means to walk or go somewhere. Shai means to rise.
To rise.
To rise.
هي دي نفس الشيء بس اللي بتتصرفه.
No.
That's a different word.
Different verb.
Oh my god. يعني this is not a pronoun added
No.
للverb.
That's very interesting. No, it's very
So
different.
the F is not
This is really confusing.
the F for he, right?
For he or it. So in this case, this whole verb is referring back to the star. What did the star do? It
So
rose.
what's the verse?
Shine.
يعني
The I at the end.
مش
Yes.
بتتصرف.
Yeah. This whole thing is a verb.
افتكرته شيء اتصرف مع اي
لا ما تخبطهمش.
هو اتلخبط يعني.
بس احنا مش عارفين.
ما تقلقش يا
انت
ماما.
عارفه
مش عارفين.
يبقى in.
احنا مصدقين اللي هو بيقوله.
A star. What did the star do? It rose. Okay? Chen means what?
From.
In.
In. By itself it means in. Okay? Ni means what? The plural or singular? Plural. Manshai is actually a combination of two words. Literally, place of rising. So the places, exactly, places of rising. In other words, the east. There's no east. So in English, and actually in Greek, there's Anatole, which means east. In Coptic, sometimes they use Anatole, and sometimes they'll say the place of rising. We're very simple people.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
ما مش ما يعني place.
Yes.
الني بقى ايه؟
So
اللي هي genitive.
this would be genitive. Yeah. Okay.
يعني genitive pronoun.
سوري
What?
معلش. اللي هي الماسكولين اللي هي بس هي. طب يعني تمشي على الايد وتمشي على هي.
ممكن ايه؟ اوكي. صح. What Manal is asking about is normally if you want to say a place of something, ma.
مشي يعني walk, right?
Yeah. We'll get to this in a second. You want to say place of something. Usually you go ma, in, whatever. Okay? But because this is such a common word in usage back in the day, in ancient times in Egypt, instead of it ma in shai, place of rising, it became one word with no spaces, and even the jinkum was taken out. Manshai. بعد كده مرة واحدة. Manshai.
طب هي ليه places؟ ليه plural؟ ليه ني؟
That's a very good question.
هو it's just one place من
Exactly.
الشرق يعني the east is just.
It's almost as though it's looking at the horizon, and the star is coming out of the east all over there. Not just in this one spot in the east, but the entire east. So,
يعني
بلاد
the
الشرق.
easts.
Yeah. If in English, if we could translate the easts, we would, but we can't.
المشرق.
احنا بنقول المشرق مش بنقول المشارق. Right?
بلاد المشرق.
Yeah.
أي حاجة بلوز ميك سنس أي حاجة.
اعترضي
هو اسم واحد بس.
I agree.
It's plural ني.
Okay.
بس مش مشكلة خلاص.
Now, what's interesting about this phrase is now we switch actors. Who's the actor now?
The
Magi.
The Magi, the wise men. And if you notice, there is still the past tense marker here. Then you have the actor in the middle, and then you have the verb after. Remember how we said the past tense, you can have it where it's just the letter, or you can have the whole noun in the middle. We said this.
Yes.
So this is why there's an alpha here. This is the marker for the past tense.
Oh yeah, instead of the pronoun.
Instead of the pronoun, we could have said
With the subjects.
We could have said, Al Moshi. They walked. Instead, we're saying, Ni Magos. Moshi. And the Magi walked. Insof literally means behind him or it. If you walk behind something, you're following it. So the Magi followed it. That's it.
سوري معلش الني اللي after ده.
اللي هو ده for plural. لأكثر من واحد أو واحد. So, a star rose in the east, and the Magi followed it, or walked behind it. So listen النهارده.
حاجة عظيمة جدا.
لا انسوف كانت ايه؟
You want to do one or two more?
Yes, انسوف.
Behind him or it? On the side of him or it?
Which one is the behind? So.
The preposition by itself in an is ensa. لما تتغير, you put the pronoun, you go enso, and then you add the letter. So ensof behind it or him.
inside يعني behind.
And some
If we need to read.
Okay, one more. Uneasy one.
what number is
Behind ايه behind him ولا behind ايه behind him
Behind it اللي هو the star.
him يعني
But it could be F or it could be S. So, and the Magi followed it, the whole the star.
بس him عشان هي مفيش it.
what number are you gonna choose?
We're gonna do number 9, very easy. Last one. Of just et shoy et fe. Okay, what does just mean? Look. So who looked? You can come this way. You're fine, you're fine. He looked. Et shoy is one of the prepositions I'm asking you to memorize. Means up. Yeah, it's one word. Et shoy means up.
To heaven?
Exactly. Where did you get to from?
A?
Exactly.
Because motion.
Exactly. أيوة كده.
Emotion دي.
Motion.
This is it's a direct actually it's a direct object and it's also it could be used for motion. You know, you're looking at something. In English, at it's expressed in Coptic with this letter.
Object marker.
Oh, that's an 8 in
أنا object marker.
towards the end.
نكتب جنبها اسم.
Well, etfe is what? It's sky or heaven. So he looked up. It's him, third person singular. He looked up to heaven. Demon فين? Obviously for القداس. Where القداس؟
لما تمسك
أيوة تقديس.
شكرا.
We should get Abuna to say this more often. He never says it in Coptic.
احنا قلنا. بس راجل.
مريح.
موبايل.
ده انا
نيل عليها الجين كان
اللي هو
اخر حرفين.
at the sky or heaven fit.
Mark, معلش, what's that E and E was the Jenkem on it? What is it?
This whole word is ipshoi. Ipshoi means up.
Up.
That's all it means.
It's one word.
It's one word.
But there was the etfe. What's the E for?
That's the one that means at in English.
At.
You're marking the thing that you're looking at.
يعني في
أو itfe the heaven. اللي هو التي دي the heaven. حلو كده؟ I want to do one more.
يلا let's do it.
One more. Number 8.
كده بنعمل الصوت ده وهم موجودين.
احنا خبزا على يديه الطاهرتين. يا سلام.
ادينا حاجه مش عارفينها.
ليه ما بتعرفش شغاله؟
ادينا حاجه مش عارفينها عشان
طب قولي دلوقتي انت
Okay. Who is doing the acting?
him.
Him. What did he do? He took. What did he take?
The bread.
Not the bread. Not the bread.
Plural.
No.
Bread.
A bread. Why do I say a bread? And I even marked it out for you.
فرقت.
اللي هو الأو دي. Okay, what's this?
The plural?
No. What's this?
Object.
Object marker.
Object marker.
اللي هو he took something. Whatever it's being taken, I took the candle. In English, we don't say the candle. In Coptic, we say the candle.
Okay.
or the cookie, or actually all of the cookies. Okay? So to make sure you understand, this doesn't have a meaning in it. All it's telling you is اللي جاي بعديه هو المفعول به. That's all it means. It's a direct object. So he took a bread, a piece of bread, an instance of bread. If I wanted to say the bread of chi m p oik, exactly, it would be m p oik. It could be an as well. It's just that Egyptians, it was easier to say لو في p جاية بعديها. لو في like an u جاية بعديها. Okay, that's the only reason. So he took a bread, a piece of bread. Upon or on. What's this? Nefjish. What does jish mean?
Hand.
Hand.
His hands.
So is it plural or singular?
Plural.
His?
Plural. And
Plural.
then
Yeah. And
his
this
hands. His hands.
this is plural. Udi, his hands. What if I want to say her hands?
Nes.
Nesjish. How about your hands? Neck. Nekjish. Ethowab means holy. Literally that which is holy or that which is pure.
كلمة واحدة ما فيش ضماير ولا في الأكل
No.
ولا في الآخر.
It's a relative of it's called a relative of a state of verb. So he took a piece of bread in, or actually not in, on. So it's resting on his hands that are holy, on his holy hands. So it actually in Coptic, it gives you the image of why Abuna holds the bread the way he does in the liturgy. He's holding it like this. He's not just holding it sort of in his hands or he's about to tear it apart. It's actually resting on his hands the way it is actually described in Coptic. There's an importance to understand what the Coptic says because there's a theology behind it. Oftentimes. This is an example of it. The bread, or a piece of bread, is resting on his hand. That's why the priest holds it the way he does. That's it.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
I tortured you today.
It's true.
I know you'd be honest and tell me that I did. We're gonna go over lesson 9 next week, and I'll make sure to go over some things we want to go over today. That is the prepositions when you add a letter to it. How do you do that? I'll make sure that so that we can avoid confusion next time. Okay. Try to finish off the rest of the phrases that are on the sheet, please, and go over the ones we already did together, and we'll get used to more reading as we go. Good. One last thing, and spread the word. I don't want this class to go on forever. For the reason is that we want to feel like we accomplished something. We have a goal in mind. How do you feel about ending the class the week on the last Sunday before Palm Sunday? So basically, Sion. Basically, I have 7 more weeks. Does that sound okay to you?
Yeah.
During that period, we'll finish the rest of the lessons that we have. There's about 13 lessons in all. We'll do some reading. And then after Easter, I'm more than happy to still meet every single week and start reading through the Gospel of Mark, the Gospel of Luke, or do more advanced lessons, whatever you want. Or, even better, to actually read through the liturgy phrase by phrase. Which is going to assume that we're going to now learn the rest of the tenses. Of course, we're going to learn the rest of the tenses in the next few lessons, but then you'll be able to recognize each tense as it's used in the liturgy. Sometimes in the past, sometimes it's called the vocative, sometimes the imperative. There's many different tenses that are used.
Are there books that we can order that have the liturgy already in Coptic and English that we can have like
You
ordered?
sent me something.
Yeah.
Coptic and English?
I'll tell you, if I can't find one that's adequate, if I can't find one that's adequate, I'll make one similar to what we did here, except I'll do it phrase by phrase for you. And we'll do each paragraph.
And we'll study this. I mean, they print it out as
That's what I'll do. I'm more than happy to do that myself. Because it doesn't take me a long time to identify everything for you. And I'll be, no, I mean, I did this last night and honestly, like in half an hour or something. It was just typing. But I'm more than happy to do something. That way you'll be able to analyze each phrase by phrase. And I just rely on you to have certain forms that you recognize because you're supposed to have memorized them. That's why I did not translate some of the verbs for you. I did not translate some of the words for you because you're supposed to have them memorized. And I did not identify for you the where it is because you're supposed to recognize the past tense. Anyway, see you next week. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Mark.